Uh, this is Mary at the.meri.atelier. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, my desk is full. My desk is full. Today is Wednesday, May the 29th. Yeah. I have been sorting and cleaning. I really debated whether I was going to come on and stream this morning, but I don't know. I guess it's becoming a habit. It's becoming a habit. Let's get to my channel here. Oh, let's see. And we want to go to YouTube and to my channel. And there I am. There we go. Hi, Santa. Good morning. Good morning. Santa is in Finland. So it's probably around 11:30 or 12 your time, I'm guessing. Well, I've been sorting and cleaning, and believe me, I had to clear the path to my desk. I had to clear the path to my desk. No one should live like this. It's like I'm an art and craft hoarder. I'm really not, though. I do clear out and clean out, and I'm trying to put a lot of things in my journals. Yeah, this is a painted paper journal that I made last year sometime. I'm going to use it. And this is a box that I got in Happy Mail, and I think this came from Arlene. Yeah. It's 12:36 in the afternoon. Yeah. I can't find my scissors. They're here someplace. I'll have to use a pair over here. They're probably underneath of this stack. Oh, something fell. All right. I'm not going to keep this entire box. So I am going to be throwing away some things, but I wanted to keep this little information about Thai pad food on the back. Oops. And of course, I mess it up here. I don't really eat a lot of Oriental foods. I'm not into that. I'm not into Chinese, or I really don't. We don't have a lot. We don't eat out a lot. However, there's a food truck coming to Hastings that I'm interested in. No, that's silly. Let's see. I think I'm just going to cut it here. And cut it there. I'm just interested in that since it came in Happy Mail. And then this is from Amy's Kitchen. And I love this little label. So I'm going to cut that little label. Hi, Mitzi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And I think I'm going to leave her little label on there. And maybe I'll put that in Happy Mail. Now, the rest of this is going to get thrown away just because I have to start throwing. I know it could probably be cardboard for a tag or something. Here's a sign that when I couldn't talk in one of Lisa and Tanya's hangouts. That's my hi, everyone. I'm going to put that in my journal. Here's the watercolor I did when Ian Jackson Zoomed. I'm going to put that in my journal. Here's some of that big paper. When I was playing with the big paper that day and collaged these things down. I'm not sure. I guess I'll put that in my journal. And I have been fussy cutting. I have been fussy cutting. Yes, I have. Look at all these fussy cuts. So I need to get out my little fussy cut book. But before I do that, oh, I got more stuck in here, and I've got more down here. Let me put, and I found more of my little bottles. This came in a package of 6, and I've had 4 of them, so I've got 2 of them floating around empty someplace. So, and this is Lisa's spinning instructions, and these are fussy cuts. So I was getting down to here. There's some more fussy cuts here I want to put in here. So I'm going to have to get out and make some more pages in my fussy cut place. This is a blouse, the top that I like to wear around the house. And I washed it last night, so it's clean. Washed it yesterday, but look what I did. Isn't that typical? Isn't that typical art studio stuff? Well, I'm going to play with these spots. And I think I'm going to make some flowers. I might do that yet this morning because I've been wearing it backwards because I have to tell you, spots like this on my shirt bother me. I feel sloppy and frumpy. And so if I make some pretty ink flowers in here with my inks, because this is ink, this is permanent pen ink. So I might just draw on this with my permanent markers and then wash it again and see what stays. I might do that this morning. Oh, look, I'm down to, oh, you can't see very well. Let me move my camera down a little. Nah, you always have to adjust your camera when you come in here. Oops, wrong way. One more. Yeah, over one. There. Okay, this is the page I did last night in Beth Schuler's stream. She throws her dice because the dice have 12 prompts on them, and she throws the dice to get the number of prompts that we do. And she threw a 7 last night, so we did 7 prompts, and I wrote them down here. So I have them down here to tell me what they are. And I'm really happy with how this come out. The last prompt was a card. And that took me a while because I tried to fit a card on here someplace and I couldn't find the right spot for it to permanently attach it. This is a vintage postcard. It's to, I guess it's okay to read it. It's to Miss Louise Martin in Ohio. But I love it because it says, I am sending under separate cover a photo of the baby from your grandson, Stanley. I love that. I love it. So I'm putting that in there. I love it. It just fits. So we're down to my journal and this book. I was using this book when I did that bank book. And here's, of course, there's some scrappies. I have to keep those scrappies. I'll tell you, that'll go in my scrappy pile. Why I keep those. I'm going to work with this morning. Let's go ahead. I need to put some more glue book items in my art journal. But I'm going to go ahead and close this up so I can. Oh, there are my scissors. There are my scissors. Let's put them. I got another pair floating around here too, someplace. Oh, and as I was cleaning, let's put my journal down. I'll probably be picking it up before the end of the day. Yeah, it's heavy. As I was cleaning, I ran across this Faces journal. And I was looking through and I go, you know, I should work some more in this. This was actually fun to do. This was fun to do. I had to repair some pages in here. But yeah, let me pull it over a little here. I should move my camera because I'm comfortable right here. So let's move my camera again. So I want to go that way. One more. There. So yeah, so I might start doing some more of these faces. It's fun to do these, and then I put these away. See, this is all white craft paint here. And I'm really, when I painted, it was all wrinkly and wet. But after it's set under books and everything for a while, it's kind of got nice pages to work on. I had to repair some because it was this magazine. This was just a magazine. Here's our policeman, our English Bob. And it looks like I started cutting out 2 pages there. And I was looking through it this morning. Here's, I don't know who she was, but she was fun to do. So I might do a couple more of these, not this morning, and I love these 2 gals. These 2 were fun to do. These are just fun faces. I was doing these faces, not worrying whether it looked like my reference photo or not. I was just having fun with it. And that's what you should do when you paint. Well, unless you're painting a portrait. There's a little chip of paint there, but I think these are some of my first ones. I think this is my first one. It looks like an egghead here. And this I think we called Dr. Spock. And I call this my baby with no ears. These are some of my first ones. I did these in August of 2018. And this was actually a young girl. In the photo, it looks like a boy, but she has short curly hair. And she was one of the first to get entrance into was it the boys softball or little league or something like that. I didn't cut around her. I should cut around her now, because I've been cutting around. And I think the last ones I did were my geisha gals. And the first geisha gal I was not happy with, and so I did her 25 times, and I'm much happier with the second one. And I call this the American who wants to be geisha. Or she's just got more of an English face and an English shape to her head. But she's got her hair pulled back and a flower in her hair. And she looks more geisha, but her face is too fat. But oh well, that was fun. And I might have one other in here. Yeah. Oh, we got Papa Pierre in here. I think he's the last one. So I might go through. I pulled this out. I thought I need to do some more fun faces. So I pulled that out. So that's something I want to work in. This is something I want to do. And I need to do put these in my glue book. These are going in my journal. So I got that. I'm not going to do it right now today. And then this I think I'm going to put in my front porch book. And because that's what I actually meant it to be. My front porch. Let's see. Oh, I've got some swatches here. My Winsor Newton swatches. I got for $1.24 on sale today. Oh, I think they were markers. I got them at Hobby Lobby and I swatched them there. So I might put this out on in my front porch journal and kind of write in it when I go out on my front porch. So the rest of the stuff on here is just kind of stuff left from last night. So I'm going to pull all of this off. Oh yeah, there's my Fibsville. I had to laugh at, here, Kim sent me these. Kimberly Ray sent me these. And these have all sorts of little die cuts in there. Oh my goodness, it must have taken her forever to do that. But I love the clear transparent bag. So I'm going to take all these little die cuts out and put them in an envelope or something else. And then I'm going to use the bag in my transparent art journal. So, and then I've got some lace that I used got some scrappies. I have some more cardboard stencil. Oops, bottle of ink went over the cliff. It was closed, I know. So I just got things I need to clean out. I'm getting to the bottom. Oh, Eva had left. I had posted, there's my Thai food thing. I had posted this picture on my community tab, and Eva had commented that it looks like New Orleans. I would have not known that because I've never been to New Orleans. To me, it looks more like Galena, Illinois. Only Galena, the historic part of Galena, Illinois is really a touristy area. And I could see where my Fibsville could be turned into a touristy area. And we don't want that to happen. This is a small town where people come to relax, not where there's a lot of tourist action, a lot of people wandering up and down the streets and all of that. You come here, this is a town in a park. This is where people come to relax, live and relax, not retire, relax. Mary's retired. but it's a getaway. It's a getaway is what it is. So I don't know. We got all these shops here. You have to have shops, but this is not a touristy. This is not a place to come and have, well, it's to have fun, but it's not a tourist. It's a getaway. All right. I want to talk about this book. Let's look at chat this morning. Who came in on me? Hi, Beth. Oh, Beth, you got your fineliner. I was going to do a little fineliner thing today. I actually have a small playlist of fineliner techniques. I'll put that out on my community tab afterwards, where I started doing different fineliner techniques. But I thought I would do one this morning just for fun. And I thought, well, I'm not going to do it unless she comes in, unless Beth comes in. And then I found these little bottles at Hobby Lobby. You might want to look at these. I got 6 of these, I think, for like, what was it, $3? Something like $2.99, $2.50. And I've been using, I got 2 empty ones someplace. But I've been using this yellow one, and I really do kind of like it. The only thing I don't like about it is this little rubber piece. But I keep it on there. So you might, if you go to Hobby Lobby, if you have a Hobby Lobby in your area, you might look for these. I like my fineliners, but I'm not opposed to trying different things. But I got my fineliner out in case you come in. Good morning, Beth. Mitzi says, yum, yum. You're making me want strawberry shortcake. Melissa's in the house. Let's see. It looks like New Orleans. That was my first thought at all. Well, I've never been to New Orleans, so if it looks like New Orleans, I've been picking it up from someplace. I think what reminds you of New Orleans is probably these black ironwork fences. To me, it looks more like downtown Galena, if you've ever been to Galena, Illinois. Galena is between Des Moines and Madison. I used to go through there a lot. So it probably does have some French influence in it. I think the ironwork fence is probably what's doing it, and maybe the canopies and yeah, I guess. That round balcony is one famous corner in every town. Yeah. Yeah, even in our small county seat, we've got these round balconies on the courthouse. Thank you, Jersey. Good morning, Jersey. Now, you added a little bit of water to yours, didn't you? You might try one with no water in it. And let me show you, Beth, here, because I did this. I don't know if you saw me do this or not in one of my streams here not too long ago, where I wrote, let me get to it. It's in here. Well, that's one, but that's not the one I wanted. Here, I actually wrote on here, the more you look, the more you see. I wrote a little poem out of the Childcraft magazine. And then if you could feel this, this is white. Now, I find that the white apple barrel paint, which you can get at Walmart, this cost me $2.50 for an 8-ounce bottle. But I find that it is thicker than a lot of the other paints. I'm not sure why. It's thick. But it's not so thick that it won't go through your fineliner. And if you write with it with nothing added and let it dry completely, you will get a texture of all this writing. And I've done this on a round record, like a 12-inch record. And I wrote, that song, Time, Time, Time. It's an old 60s song. It's taken from Ecclesiastes. There's a time for everything. And I wrote that on this record. And I just went around and around and around and wrote that verse with my fine line applicator. And if you let it dry on paper, it works best on a coated paper. But I did this on, I think this was one of those, I think this is just copy paper. This could be parchment calligraphy paper too. It's hard for me to tell after I've sprayed everything on it. But then after you let it dry completely on paper, if you take a wash and go over it and then kind of like you do when you emboss and ink it and then wipe off the, the top, you can get that white of the words to show through. That's a technique that's fun to do. I enjoy doing that technique. And it works really well on watercolor paper, this does. So, just a little fine line. I've been playing with the fine line applicator for years now, several years. Okay, so I wanted to talk about this book. Oh, I want to finish saying hello to everybody. Jersey's in the house. Santa is here. Beth Schuler's here. Mitzi says, "Yum yum, Beth. Now you're making me want the strawberry shortcake." Melissa's in the house. Good morning, Melissa. Let's see. Fussy cutting is fun, and I'm trying to work through the mountain of magazines that I have. I've whittled it down, but I still have a half of a mountain to go. Did I miss saying hello to anybody? I don't think I did. Good morning, ladies. Bye, Santa. Have a great day. Hi, Vanessa. I've been thinking about you. Good morning. How are you doing this morning? I want to talk about this book. This is the book I was using when I was doing my bank book. I just needed some text. I got it at the library. It's I don't think it had one picture in it, and I tore it out and I used it in my bank book, and it's fallen apart here. But on this one section here, look at these edges. I tore the margins and I kind of deckled the edges. I think I'm going to continue doing that. Just leaving it right in the book here. Just this book, you can tell it's old, and this is not a book this is not a collector's book or anything. But I think I'm just going to keep decoing these edges here just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. Kind of make me a little altered type book here. And I might just go through with my ink tints or my watercolor. I might do that right now this morning just for the fun of it. Splash some here. This was, I don't know. I think I'll tear this page out altogether. This is a way to alter a book, and I've got it sitting around here. And I was using it to pull text out of, and I could still pull text out of it. Look, I'm pulling a good section of this. Several pages, from page 413 to, 444. I guess that's, 20-some pages. 413, 30-some pages, 31, I guess. And it feels thick, and I'm just, they're just coming out. Now, Jerry saves all of these. She likes the margins. I'm getting tired of this stuff hanging around. I got too much of this, so it's going in my wastebasket. There, it's gone. If I want those margins, I'll pull them from another book. Not this one, not this morning. I'm in a cleaning mode today, cleaning and sorting. I'm not going to become a hoarder house here, a hoarder room. Well, sort of one, but if I hoard, it's going to be organized, and I want to be able to find things. I'm so frustrated that I cannot find things. And there's a lot of things that I want. Look at this. Isn't that cool? I like that. And I think I'm not going to concentrate in making this a altered book in the sense that I'm going to be collaging and all of that. I think I'm just going to throw some color on these pages. And I may not throw color on all of them. We'll see. I might throw some ink spray on one or two. It'll probably wrinkle on me. Pages are old. Some will probably fall out. I love the decal edges, though. I love what's happening there. Maybe I'll draw some pictures on there, some silhouettes. Maybe I'll do some fine line paint applicator in there. Not too, I don't want it to be too thick, or I'll have to be pulling sections out. Or I might do that anyway. I might do that. We'll see. We're doing this right now. This looks like I pulled some at the top there. What I might do is do found poetry, where you circle words and you make the pages say something that it wasn't intentionally put there. You just hunt for words and make a poem or something. A thought. I can get more here. Gosh, I'm just about done with this. It's so easy to do, and it's fun to do. This book was sitting on the free library table for months. Nobody wanted it, so I gave it a home. It's got a home. It's getting reinvented. I'm reinventing an old book. That's what they call altering books. I do think I'm going to save the copyright information, though. The dedication. The copyright is 2019. So I think I'm going to save this information. I'll just put it there for now. Just got a few left here. There we go. Okie dokie. Let's see what you guys are saying. How many of us say that, Beth? Beth, no, I'm not a boarder. A boarder? Yes, I am. You mean a hoarder? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, no, yes. Well, maybe we'll see. Oh, dear. How many of us say that? Yeah, I do too. You're talking about the title of the book, A Daughter of the Land? I like that too. It's got a nice spine to it. It's glued in. It's not sewn in. This that I know of. I don't think this book is sewn in. It's glued. It's glued, which is kind of different for a book that old. Usually they're sewn, but it might be such. There might be some. I can't tell. If it's stitched, it might be stitched in there. So I'm debating. Do I want to do the top and bottom margins? Yes, I do. We're just going to reinvent this book till it doesn't even look like its former self, I guess. We have to be careful here. We're going to try to save some of the chapter titles, but not all of them. Oh, dear. Maybe if I tear this way. No, the chapter titles are coming off. I can't get a good hold. Well, maybe some of them here. Kind of fun to do this, and it's really, it's kind of a shame in a way, but you have to think this book it will probably, it's an old book. Nobody's reading it. Nobody would read it again. It sat on that free book table for months. Finally, I felt sorry. There's several of them. I brought home about 6 or 7 of these type of books. There's no pictures in them. And this is just called reinventing it, giving it a new life, telling it you still love it, even though I have no idea what the story is about. It's probably a little love story. I think for the chapters that I pulled out, it was kind of a love story. This lady got 2 letters. One of the chapter titles was 2 letters. And she got a really pretty written letter, all elegant penmanship from one beau. And the other beau, I saved that letter because I read it several times when I did my bank book. He said something to the effect that, just let me know if you agree or if you go along with me or something, and I'll never write you another letter again. We'll be done with my writing letters. Obviously, that guy did not want to write letters. And, you know, his spelling was bad, his grammar was bad, but he had heart. And I don't know if she picked him or not. You know, she had two guys after her. That's what the gist of my understanding. Now, if I actually read the story, I might find out something different. I'm going to throw all this away. Enough. Throw it away. We've had enough. I might save this for collage, but yeah, that's getting thrown away. This is part of the hoardings. You know, if you don't start throwing some of this stuff out, if you don't throw some of it out, then, you know, it just accumulates until you know, if you can't get to your desk to work comfortably, and if you can't find the tools that you need, if you're constantly hunting for stuff. What did I lose the other morning? My white pen. I don't know what happened to that white pen. I lost it in while I was streaming. It went off someplace. And I have a feeling that some of this stuff fell behind the cliff, under the cliff, which is the top of my desk, between my desk and the window. Now, this is kind of fun to do. So what are you going to do with it when you get it all done, Mary? Oh, I'll put it back on the bookshelf, and somebody will come and say, who tore up this book? It's a reinvented book. Can't you tell? Don't you have any artistic sense about you at all? Oh, dear me. I was not going to stream this morning. I had to move piles of stuff to get to my desk to stream. That's how bad it is in here. Not bad, because I dug all the piles of stuff out from underneath of the computer desk. There's a little cubby hole there where the chair is supposed to go. And I dug all that out. I keep putting stuff there thinking, oh, it's within reach. It's within reach. Well, it was within reach until I stacked it up so high that when I reached, I had to pull everything out to get what I wanted. So this morning, I thought, I'm going to clean today. I'm not going to stream. I'm going to clean. Well, that lasted until about 4:20. I'm going to stream today. Oh, dear me. So here I am. I cleared a path to my chair and my desk, and behind me is a stack of magazines and a stack of books and a stack of scrap paper and fussy cuts and my box of transparent items, and you know, it just goes on and on and on. So, and my goodness, my brother set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bookshelves for me. I do try to keep it in this room though. I do have stuff out by my recliner where I sit, and I do have things upstairs in the upstairs bedroom that I was sleeping in, but I quit sleeping in it because it's so hot up there in the summertime. It gets up to like 101 up there. No air conditioning up there. Well, there is an air conditioner. He's got a window air conditioner up there, but you have to run it for 8 hours to get it cool in there, get it down to 80. And I just can't see running a window air conditioner for 8 hours to sleep for 4 and then turn it off. So I sleep down here. Yeah, we are reinventing this old book. I've even probably got the page numbers off of it. But this will be fun to go through now, and just maybe the edges here I might clean up a little bit more down here at the bottom. And won't do this to all my books. I'm just doing it for fun. And if I want a page in here, I'll still come and rip it out. It'll already have the borders all torn off of it. I'm thinking of doing some sprays on here. Seeing if, I don't know if this paper can take it. Some watercolor, maybe some ink tints. It's very old paper. It's a 1918 copyright. It's kind of falling out in here. Some of these pages are coming out. We'll pull those out. I'll put those in my... And I went to Walmart. And bought one of those. Well, it's just like a 6-inch deep, probably about 20 inches wide. Well, probably about, what, 18 by 20 or 18 by 24, one of those Sterilite tubs to put all my junk stuff in for Tanya's. And I haven't been out to Tanya's, but my tub is full. I need to get out to Tanya's and do more junk journaling, but that I've been saving that stuff. So, you know, I'm just going to get to a point to where I have so much saved. And that's where I should be putting these, but I'm not going to. I'm going to throw them out. Yeah, this is stitched, I think. Still kind of hard for me to tell. I think if it were not stitched, this would be falling apart by now. I had a few pages come out, but I ripped out pages too. I ripped out sections for when I was doing that bank book. I'm just about done here. Oh, and I need to say, if I'm busy working like this and chattering away, and you come in and say hello to me, and I don't notice, just keep saying hello. Like, I try to come back and check my chat every now and then. It's not that I'm ignoring you. Some people sneak in on me while I'm working, and I don't notice them. I don't see them at all. And I read my replay and go, oh, they probably think I was mad at them or snubbed them off, or, you know. And I may not notice when I get back to chat, you know, because I'm reading a whole bunch of chat, and I may skip over yours just because I didn't notice it. And it's just that I missed it. So if you say hello to me and I don't answer you back, yell at me. Say, hi, Mary. I kind of like that. Let's throw this away. It's all getting tossed. Now, why would you want to save this? You only can save so much junk. So, file 13. All right. Let's go look at chat while I'm saying that. Hi, Christy. Good morning. You had to buy a tub to put the trash junk in. I did, because I was saving it to do the TJJ journal. And I'm still going to do pages in that TJJ. Now, Tanya started in her last stream, and I couldn't be there because I had to mow. And I promised my brother that, I mean, it had rained. We have had rain almost every day for the past week and a half. I don't know what today's going to be like. And if we didn't get that grass mowed, we were going to have a tractor come mow it down, because it was, when it gets so tall, your mower, it's really hard to mow. So I promised my brother that I wanted to go decorate my parents' grave and go to that festival down south of us. And I said, if you just wait till Sunday, I'll help you mow. And I forgot all about Tanya's stream. So, but that doesn't mean I won't be back again. Hi, Vanessa. Ruth is here. Good morning, Ruth. Ruth is in the house. She said, good morning, everybody. She's lurking this morning. Well, that's perfectly okay. We are daughter of the art. Yes, we are. The daughter of the art. Beth says, I'm not a boarder. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. I think I'm caught up with you guys. Beth is laughing because I had to buy a tub to put my trash in. Oh, we throw out trash. You just saw me throw out all this junky stuff. Except for, I'm going to keep these. Now, I'm going to experiment. I've got those inks that I made, but the one I have closest to me is the green. And I'm just going to experiment with a few spritzes of green here, because I think I can spray on this. If I dry it, alcohol dries pretty fast. And it'll probably soak through a little. But see, this will be a fast way to get these pages colored. Woo! Stinky, stinky! You could get drunk on the smell. I might go over and get my other sprays. I'm kind of liking that. And that'll be a fast way to color these pages. And it dries lighter. Now this is part highlighter, part marker, I think. I don't know. I made these the other day. I can't remember what I put in there. It dries pretty light, but you can still see it. I can see it, I think, better than you can. I don't know. It's drying pretty light for me. Let me go get my other sprays. Oh, and you know, I might be spraying my... let me move around here a little. Ah! I'm going to have to jump over things to get my sprays. See, that's the thing. I want to get this organized enough so that I can pull my little hobby cart close to me. And I'll put my sprays on it, and my paint brushes, and my pens, and my inks, and oh. Well, luckily, my sprays are where? What did I do with them? Oh, they're right here. And I want to grab while I'm up. If I move this stack of magazines, I'd be okay. I want to grab some gold and maybe blue and red and black. Oh, dear me. Well, I'll just grab it all. Some inks. And I want my sprays. I'm going to work on that shirt. This morning. I'm going to get this room cleared out so that I was watching Rhonda. If you guys know Rhonda Winstead, Winstead, Rhonda without the, she calls herself Rhonda without the H. There's no H in her name, Rhonda. And let me put some wax paper down because I want to protect my oh. I just have so much I want to do. This is the problem. I get so inspired. Move this up a little. There. Now my page is protected. And let me grab one of those magazines if I'm going to be spraying. Let me grab this Harbor Freight catalog. I went to Harbor Freight. I don't know what I bought there. I can't remember. But she says, you want to be on our mailing list? You want to be on our mailing list? I'm sitting there going, well, I don't really buy a lot of tools. Oh, we'll put you on there. She says, you can look at them. So I get these Harbor Freight catalogs. But I like to kind of make a screen. Now, it's going to be shadowed to you, but it'll protect my... Well, we'll spray with this. I don't know if I want to use any of Mitzi's. Now, see, I took one of Mitzi's out. I don't know where it's at. It's over there someplace. We might spray with some of Mitzi's. Mitzi's is the good stuff. This is just I got a lot of empty bottles that I want to fill. I think I got some blacks and browns. It's got a red here. I need to fill these empty ones. I'm tempted to buy markers just to make inks. Go buy some of those Pen Plus Gear markers. I found that the fine tip ones, I'm trying to use them up, but I don't think they have as much ink in them. I think I use fine tip for this. And I don't think I get the color, the pigment like I should out of them. We're just talking. Let's go to another page and spray. This is that section where I have the, let's go here. I'm not going to do this all morning. I'm just going to experiment here. I think this is where I tried to mix colors and it went brown on me. Or this could be the purple. I don't remember. We'll find out. Oh, this is blue. Now that's pretty. See, this is marker. But I get that dot. I get those dots of sprays with these. Not a mist. It goes in as a dot. Right there, there. I guess maybe if I hold it up a little higher. Let's try another one. I'll have all the lids off of them. Now we'll just come in at it from the side instead of like that. Come in at an angle. You don't get so many dots on it. Okay, so that is red. And this was blue. I think this is the one I used. So I should label them. Red and blue. It's kind of fun just to guess. What is this one? I think, was I using this one? I don't remember which one I had in my hand. Oh, this is the purple. Let's put some red with it. Okay. Red, blue, and purple. I thought I made some yellow. I did, but it's real light. I'm reaching for it here. It's real light. That's the highlighter stuff. I don't like it. You can hardly tell that you sprayed anything on it. I'm going to clean all that out or mix something in it. And I think this is black. And we're back to some other color here. I don't know what. I'm not going to do this all morning. I'm just experimenting. This is blue again. So I've got those. Of all of those, I had 2 caps. Well, this one I put back on. All right. And set those aside. Let's look at Mitzi's here. What did I do? Oh, here I have some. This was the green. I was playing with the green, wasn't I? Yeah. I think you have to use about 2. That doesn't fit on there. I think you have to use about 2 markers to get a good solid color in a 2-ounce bottle of alcohol. Let's see, what else do I have? The red. I did the red. Let's play with some of Mitzi's and then I'll quit. So I might come in with some watercolor later, maybe some acrylic paint and just do some Oh, here, let's spray a little of. Let's do this. I had this out the other day. Where did I put it? Here. It's about empty. I'm going to make some more. This is what I was. Uh-oh. There we go. This was what I was doing with the painted papers the other morning. There's just about empty gold. That gives me the yellow that I need. This is the yellow that I need. Of course, I'll have to dry that now because that's really wet. Let's give it a dry. Now I could see coming in with some stamps. I'd like to have some a white ink pad, but I could come in and see some stamping on this. Coming in with some stencils and have kind of your own little textbook of Al John, Amy at Al John, how she made that paper pad out of well, she did it out of scrapbook paper. No, she did it out of an old book, dictionary, I think. I don't remember. I used the dictionary. She used another book, I think, and she painted and stenciled. That might be what this is, only on a different scale. I'm going to try Mitzi's, and then I'm going to move on. This is, I think this is the gold. I think I had this out the other day. You have to shake it up. If it's got a bead in there, you know it needs to be given a little shake. And I want to clean these off because I don't want to put them back dirty. I want them to be there to spray again when I need them. Oh, this is not gold. This is, doesn't tell me what color. For USA. Oh, yeah, it is gold. Well, it's not. It's a light gold, I guess. Let's spray it and see. Oh, yeah, it's gold. Look, it's gold. Love it. Oops, now I want to clean it off. If you take and clean your nozzles off, even on these, on the spray bottles and on the fine line applicators, I'm trying to teach myself on the paint bottles, but that's still, the jury's still out on that. I might have gotten a little bit too close with this. Loving it. I might get my stamps out next, not today, but go through this, maybe do a JB5 type thing in this book. Do the color and then do the stamping and stenciling, do some words. I probably won't collage in it. I'll probably pull it out if I want to collage. This is still wet. And then I could use them if we have a pick pen or if I'm doing a mixed media piece. On what text, I can come to this book and pull something out. All right, that was the gold. I think I got red and yellow here. Let's shake it up. Let's shake it up. Thank you, Mitzi, for these sprays. These are a nicer spray than the, well, I mean, they're not alcohol sprays. They don't stink like alcohol. These are a nice spray. This is a pretty red. Isn't that pretty? Where's my nozzle? Pretty. Raspberry. It's almost a raspberry color. See, I should be working on my June cover. This is what I'm doing. That's how I get. No, it doesn't matter if I'm doing things for people or carving a stamp or making a journal for somebody or working on Happy Mail. Anything I should be doing, I go find something that I want to do. And my shoulds get put off. Ooh, I'm kind of liking this. Let's go to here. This is a yellow color. Now, I should be working on that June cover, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm playing in this pink, playing with the sprays. Oh, that's a pretty yellow. Oh, that's a gorgeous yellow. That's the yellow I'd like to get out of my markers, but they're too light. Ooh, I'm loving that. Thank you, Mitzi. I've got another bag of 3 from Mitzi. I took them out because my others are getting crowded in there. So I'm going to have to find them and get me a bigger box for my, because I went to Walmart. As you guys told me, you can get spray bottles at Walmart. So I went to Walmart and bought a bunch of spray bottles. So now I need to get a bigger box to keep everything in. So let's put these away while that's drying and move on. Yeah. What's this? I have a couple. No, that's just empties. I have a red here. And I think this is probably a black. All the rest in here are empties. Well, no, I have a green. I'm not going to spray them. I'm just making room for the others. See, I bought all of these I got this yellow thing. I did not have very good luck with my yellows. I got to clean those out. All right, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9, 10. I've got 12 empties in here. I've got 12 empties and 2 yellows that need to be cleaned out. And then I've got these. The empties want to fall over on me. I put them away. I like it at Walmart. They seem to work pretty good. And it's just alcohol, so it's not really, they're not really clogging up anything. Let's put Mitzi's in here. All right. So that was fun. I'll set them aside. I got to find a space on my shelf for them. Let's dry this off a little. That's really pretty, Mitzi. I love that yellow. This would look pretty with a butterfly stamped on it. Or maybe I'll get my markers out and draw on them. Maybe I'll do some found poetry or found words in here. Like here I could go, Miss Jardine had no intention, let's see, I needed to immediately smooth herself with something. She was sorry about the situation in her home. So you can take these words and just make little fun. I like to do that. I'm not going to do it this morning. I was just giving an example. You guys have seen that done before. That's not my bright idea. Found art or found words. I don't want a collage. I want to keep this thin because this is an old book. Alrighty. I think I can close this. Alrighty, let's move on. Did I get spray on my screen? Or is that just... That's just this, I think. I'll take and clean my screen. My screen is a glass screen. I do like that. Glass will break if you drop it, but I do like it that I can clean it fairly easy. So I kind of like what's happening here. This will be a nice book to go to when one of those prompts say book text and I should get a hymnal or a music book and do the same thing. All righty. So much for that. That'll go in my working pile. This, see what I saved here? This is all gunky spray that didn't go out to the curtain. All right. So now what I want to do, next project, Mary, is I want that shirt. Let's say good morning to everybody. Hi, Azure. Good morning. Hi, Kimberly. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Oh, that's pretty, she says. Let's see. Beth says, love that yellow. Make orange out of the other. Out of the really light stuff, add some red and make orange out of it. You know, I could probably put some drops of this acrylic ink in there. Not a whole lot, but some drops of it. And see what happens. Dilute it with the alcohol. We'll see. Or, you know, put some alcohol. When I get down to the end, to the bottom of these, I've got some that are getting pretty close to the end. This pink might be one of them. No, this pink is pretty full. But when you get down to the bottom of these, it's hard to get the ink out. And if you put some alcohol in these is a pearlescent one, but I think these are water soluble, but I think you could still put alcohol in there and kind of get some pigment out and mix it and see what happens when you get toward the empties. Hi, Fibsters, Azure says, or Fibsville. What was that book? Did she make the edges? Oh, Azure, what I did was, this is that old book that I was using to do my bank book. I was pulling pages out of. And this morning, I tore the margins out of it. I deckled the edges all the way around, and then I started spraying inks in here because I knew it would be fast and easy. Now, see, here's the yellow that I had. And where's Mitzi's yellow? Mitzi's yellow is pretty and bright. Here's Mitzi's yellow. This is with the spray that Mitzi sent me. Where is it again? Well, this was the green. Well, I had my finger in the yellow. This was the green that I had. It's still pretty light. So this has a lot of pigment in it. But I was thinking I could stamp and stencil on these pages too and just have them ready. Have them ready, and if I don't ever use them, they're in the book. This is the gold that Mitzi sent me. Oh, no, this is the gold that came out of the bottom of that screen printer ink. Isn't that pretty? This is the red raspberry that Mitzi sent me. So that's what I was doing, Azure. And see, it's in there. The pages are bound in there. It's just I'll do this when I need text pages for the Pic 10s and such. So I'm gonna put these pages. No, I think I'll put these pages in my journal. I want to do my shirt. Where'd I put it? Oh, dear me. It's here. I swung around and I put it down and I said, I'll do it. Here it is. When I say do my shirt, this is a top. I got it at the thrift store, but it's a nice one. It's nice. I like wearing it around. It fits me nice. But of course I was using it in here. And look what I did. This is a spot, and that's a spot, and there's a spot up here. So I'm just going to continue spotting it. And let's see, but I don't want to spot it on the back, so let's put some wax paper in there. I'm getting out at the end of the roll this wax paper, too. I'm going to have to get out a new one. Now, I was going to use marker. But I think I'll use some FW inks and see what happens here. Oh, yeah, see, it went clear through but it did not go to the back because I was wearing it. So, let me get this wax paper here in here. We'll put that there. Oh. I don't know if this is going to work or not. We will see. We will see. I mean, I can only mess it up. It cost me $3. I like wearing it, but I don't like the spots on it. I think I'd rather have a flower than a spot. I won't wear it other than around the house. It's nothing that I wear. I don't wear my good clothes around the house because this is what I do to them. So let's start with gold. Let's see what happens here. I don't know if this ink was permanent. Yeah, I don't know. I might go for my permanent markers. I think I'd rather go for my, I think this will wash out. These inks are water soluble. I'll use those for something else. Let me reach over here and get my markers. Ah, they're behind everything. They're behind this pile of stuff. Can I get them? Here they are. If I reach, I can get them. These are the ultra fine ones, though. I don't know if I'll use. Yeah, I'll try those, but I don't like the ultra fine ones. Here. These have more ink, more of an ink flow. Yeah. We're going to draw on my shirt. I'm going to draw flowers because it's still May. Let's start out with the red. And I know you can get fabric paint. I'm aware of that, but I'm not going to spend any money on fabric paint for this. I'm going to use my markers. I should doodle. I should do some of those doodles that I'm so into on Friday nights. Maybe I'll do that. Not here, not on this, but maybe I'll doodle on some, what? Some fabric, a shirt, get me a shirt to doodle, call it my doodle shirt. Now, see, I'd much rather wear this than that. Oh, Mary, Mary, Mary. All right, what else do I want here? I want green. Let's make a viney thing up to here, maybe. So maybe a leaf coming out this way, and a leaf going down this way. And I'm going to wash this and see. You could probably set this with vinegar. I think vinegar is I think they call it a mordant type thing, or they do when you're in embroidery, I know. And Lisa Conway was talking about mordants when we were talking our spinning. I got to have black outline here. Let's do some black outlining here. Isn't that prettier than an old spot? Now this I could wear in my room and not feel like I splattered on myself, which I did. All right. Well, let's do a daisy here. Let's do a daisy. And I like this shirt. I like to wear it. That's the thing. So if I can keep it and be comfortable in it around the house. And I was thinking, you know, we did those transparent pages yesterday with those flowers. I was thinking daisies would look nice. Daisies would probably microwave pretty good. This looks like I'm a flower child here. A product of the 60s. But at least I can wear it and not feel grungy. I got one more little spot up here. What shall I put there? A teeny little flower, of course. Teeny little flowers. I like my little flowers. And let's go back to let's get a blue. That's not blue, that's green. Where's my blues? Blue, blue, blue. We'll use pretty blue here. This will be a blue daisy. Have any of you ever done this to an old shirt that you just love and you mess it up so much? And you all right, then, as long as I'm going to paint it, let's really do it up good type thing. Cut the sleeves out. Summer's coming. I'm not going to cut the sleeves out of this one, but there are a couple that I'm really threatening to cut the sleeves out because I like to wear them. I do find some of these T-shirts that I buy them an extra size or maybe even 2 sizes up because the minute I washed them, they've shrunk. And I know I didn't gain that much weight overnight. That's not an excuse. It really did shrink. They're cotton. But I do, I wash them and dry them and, I suppose if I washed them in cold water, they might be okay, but I have to have some clean water when I wash things. All right, let's do a pink one. A pink one. Yeah. I'm getting thirsty. The coffee is not satisfying my thirst. I took a sip of it anyway. It's cold by now. All right. Now, let's put some more leaves on there, and I'll call this done until the next time I gunk it up. Now, my leaves are going to kind of go this way, I think. I'm going to wash it and see. I'm going to wash it and see how this ink holds up. I'll let you know. This is just fun to play. It's just fun to play. There, I think I'll call that done. Maybe one more leaf coming this way. I'm happy with that. It soaked through to the back. That's why I put the wax paper under it. So let me turn around and give it a look here. Oh, I like it. I like it. I'll wear this. I'd wear this downtown. Downtown Harvard, that is. I would not be ashamed to wear that out. You know what I want to do? I'm going to look for one of these shirts, or maybe I have a white one, I think. It would be fun to draw faces. It would be fun to draw faces on a shirt like this. Oh, now I'm started. All right, I'm going to wash it first It's going to go back in the wash. I'm done with that. That was fun to do. Speaking of faces, I'm at a good stopping point. Let's see what you guys are saying to me. Vanessa says, that would be great to wear. Thank you, Vanessa. Mary. Drop Fibsville Bandit on it? Oh, yeah, drop Fibsville on it. That's a great idea, Christy. Mary, Azure wants a big B. You know, I think there are places, and I've been kind of thinking about this in the background of my head anyway, now that we're onto it. I think that there are places where we can get decals made. I know you can buy decal and iron-ons, but I think that, and I know you can buy decal paper that you can send through the printer. It would be nice to experiment with that and then put a Fibsville Bandit or something. Maybe Janet's, we would have to get permission from Janet to put her flag on a decal. So and just I probably wouldn't sell them. I'm not into selling, but it would be fun to offer them out there. Put the pattern out there, and then you could go out and buy the decal paper and iron it on or print it on or do whatever you want. Or you could grab the pattern and put it in your art journal. But I would never do anything without asking Janet about that. Or, we're going to be urban sketching. We're going to be doing a lot of Fibsville work in June. So let's keep that in the back of our mind. Hi, Darla. Good morning. It would be fun to get something on a t-shirt. Azure wants a big B, please. Azure, you don't want one of those hornets. You don't want one of those hornets on your t-shirt. I can make them mean. I can make some pretty mean hornets. Darling, welcome to our stream. Good morning. What kind of salt, Beth? Let's see. What are we talking about? Good morning, Darla. They say. Azure says, Mary Low. Beth says, that sounds like Happy Mail, Santa. Kimberly says, Mary. Beth says, brother will roll his eyes. Oh, no, now she's wearing her art. He'll probably look at it and walk on. I have to tell you, these type of shirts like this, I really do like. I like them. And, of course, it's getting warm now, and this is long sleeve. But I like to, when I go out and mow, you don't want to wear good clothes. You want clothes that you can be comfortable in, but yet, look halfway decent. Ink tints it and then heat set it, Azure says. Well, that's interesting. We could try that. Puffy, got any tulip puffy paint? Yeah. See, even if I could put out something to do with Fibsville, I'm thinking Janet's flag right now, but like I said, we would have to get permission from Janet. But put some stuff out there, maybe in one of the groups or I can put a shared folder on my drive. You can share a folder. And you could go out there and grab it and paint it, do whatever you want, put it in your journal, put it on a t-shirt, do whatever. I'm thinking more of something that you could paint rather than something that's already colored. You could alter it however you wanted. Or you could do your own Fibsville house. Let's see what else we're saying here. Santa says a few eBay orders. Friendship letter from New Zealand. Use cardboard inside of it before you art it up. Oops, Azure, already done. I used wax paper. Seemed to work. Paint flowers on it. Yeah, I had that. We were thinking right there. Did you get anything good, Santa? She ripped the edges off. Yeah. Okay, I think we're back to where... That would be cool, Mindy. Old pages really soak it up. What is she talking about here? Good morning, everybody, Azure said. I'll bet Recycle Water Company just loves our water. I throw my water, my dirty, painty water that I have here, I throw it out the back door. So it probably filters through the ground. You know, anything acrylic probably works into the grass or something. And the water probably, you know, gets filtered out, I would think. I throw it out the back door. I wash my brushes and fine liner tips out in our utility sink. That probably goes, you know, but I think it's pretty safe with all the filtering systems that they have, unless you're using something really harmful. I'm not sure, you know, some of this stuff with oil paints and stuff like that, but mine is mostly all water based. I don't worry about it too much. But I throw, like I said, I throw my dirty paint water out the back door. I don't put it down the sink. I don't flush it down the stool. But I did buy some CLR to clean our utility sink. I got to do that. That's on my list of house cleaning. Love that yellow better. Yes. Mitzi says, you're welcome, Mary. I was thanking her for the Nancy Natasha, your little kitty from last night. Beth was so cute. Kimberly says, Betty, what's the end kitty's name? I was so sleepy last night I couldn't stay up. And Beth did Nancy Natasha last night. All right, so let's see. What else? Kimberly came. Oh, there's Ann. Good morning, Ann. I'm scrolling back, reading all the chat that I forget. Protect the phone. Oops. Oops. I think I forgot to protect my phone. I think it's okay, though. Oh, yeah, and back to where Beth was laughing that I had to put a tub to put my trash junk in. Okay, let's scroll back down. Darla says, good morning. And, oh, I wrote your name down. Let's see. I got to practice at Petal's name here. Where's my little green book? What did I do with my little green book? Here it is. It's a pretty name. I'm going to practice it this morning. Merelia. Oh, that's so pretty. Merelia. Cindy. Good morning, Merelia. So pretty. All right, I'm back with you. So what am I going to do next? What was I going to do next? I think I'm going to put some of this stuff in my journal. Some of this stuff that I said I had out that I needed to put in my journal. Oh, and I want to carve. I'm going to carve a little building this morning on my... let's see. This is going in my journal. I don't know what I did with everything. This is that. I have to show you this again. I can only show you the back, but this came from Becky. That's going in my June journal. I'm finding envelopes. If I find any more, I think I found another one from Kendra. I love these painty envelopes. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll paint some envelopes. I don't feel like working on my pages. Let's see. Where is my... Oh, this is trash. Where's that stuff? Here it is. Is this it? No. This is going to go in my June journal. That's one of the pages I had left from last month. Oh, I think this is Kendra's. Who sent me this? No, this is Becky's. Maybe this one was Kendra's. Wait, let me look. This one might be Kendra's. No, Becky sent me two. Oh, whoa. I need to get with it. I've got two painty envelopes from Becky that's going to go in my June journal. And this was a page that didn't make it to my May journal because I was using it to paint my May journal. I had a whole stack of stuff I was going to put in here. What did I do with it? I love my shirt. I love my shirt. I'll be wearing it now. I'll be doing this to all my shirts. I am going to paint Phibbsville on one, though. I think I'll paint the TheMeriAtelier on my white shirt. Not this morning, but I'm loving my shirt. I'm reaching over here. Oh, here's stuff. Here it is. I want to put stuff in my journal this morning. These are going to go in June. You guys don't want to see the stack of stuff I have. This is going to go in my front page journal. This is that tie one. This is the high. I'm going to put this in my journal, but I'm not going to attach it down. This is all that spinning stuff that Lisa sent. I want to read that more. These go in my journal. These are fussy cuts, and I might paint a face. This is a play day. This is a play day. I want to play today. All right, let's move these markers. I'm getting too much stuff here. Let's move the markers off for a minute. Let's move the carving tools off. And let's move this for right now so I have room to work. I've got these inks out. Now I'm not using them. Here, I got all these little stencils things out. I was punching these out last night while I was listening to Beth. I have this stack of, I bought these cardboard stencils. I'm not sure where I got them. They're just little cardboard things, but I've been using them. I should put those in a pocket like I did that blue jean pocket. And this is a mask. And these will be floaters from journal to journal. But I got all the little punch outs here. I'm just going to collage them in. And I got scraps left from last night. My ruler can go in my journal. See, if I just put things away and glue things down, I won't have such a mess on my desk. All of that's going to go get collaged down this morning, right now. All of these little punch outs. I couldn't throw them away. I'm going to do something transparent. Maybe I'll paint this morning. This is going to go in my transparent journal. This is the top of a little pie that I got at Walmart, a little lemon pie. I like lemon pie, but I don't like to make it. So I bought one, a little 50-cent lemon pie at Walmart. So I'm going to put that in my transparent. Maybe we'll do something with that later on, a little transparent page. Oh, and I got an idea for a transparent page that I want to share with you guys, but I'm not quite ready yet to do that. We'll do that tomorrow if I get my act together enough. All right. So this is all going to go in my journal. That's going in my journal. These are going in. I really didn't finish these. I should paint these out. Because I was going to paint. I collaged down. Maybe I'll do that this morning. This is going in, and these are going in. Okay, okay. All right, let's get my journal out. Good morning, Mina. Good morning. Oh, Mina, you missed it. Did you see me draw on my shirt? I had a spot on my shirt. I'm so proud of it. I love it. Let me grab it here and show Mina. I had a big black spot on my shirt that I like to wear. So I drew flowers on it. Here it is. See, this was the black spot. There was one here, and one there, and I drew flowers around them with my permanent marker. I am going to go wash it first. It might run a little, but the markers say they're permanent. Maybe I should heat set it a little here. Let me heat set it. Just hit it with the heat gun. Maybe that'll... I think, too, if I washed it in vinegar first, that might set it. They're permanent, so I imagine they'll fade a little, but that's okay. I'm okay with faded, just so it doesn't run. This is heat setting. This is what I call heat setting. Oh, and Beth is in here. I wanted to do some fine line paint applicator stuff. So let's just get a move on here, Mary. Stop showing up your shirt. Let's put these down. This shouldn't take too long to collage. Fashion designer. Yeah, right. He said it. Yeah. Thank you, Mina. Mary, you can use ink tints on fabric too. Okay. We'll have to try that, Azure. I'll have to try that. I think I'll put this hi everyone right here at the front page. This was for that when I did the hangout with Lisa and Tanya. I forgot it was on Tuesdays nights, and I forgot that my brother watches TV then, so I couldn't talk. I couldn't talk. So I couldn't talk till after 9 o'clock. So I wrote hi everyone on this. But I like it right here at the front of my journal. It fits. It's like, hi everyone, welcome to my art journal. We did those tube roll books. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but I like it right there. Maybe I'll put this down here. Maybe I'll put it on another page. It doesn't quite fit here. Now, let's see. Let's just fill up some pages here. I was experimenting here with, with my spray inks, but this is homemade texture paste on tracing paper. This is one of Cheryl's poems. That was spray ink through a stencil. This is just some collaging. This was a doodle, backwards, upside down doodle page. This was a pick 8 that I did with Beth Schuler on 5/8. This was I was playing with my stamp. These are just some. This was a collage pocket with some stuff in it. These are from Becky and Lisa. Collage. Here last night I had a map page and the prompt was map or music paper, and I came back to this page and cut half of it off. Oh, let's see. I'm looking for here. This might be a good page to collage on. Let's put these paper pages in. Not these. I'm going to save these for junky junk pages. Totally junk journal pages there. But I want to collage this down. The Daughter of the Land. I don't know if I want to collage it down because it's got copyright. I think I'll just staple it in. Oh, let me reach for my stapler. Ouch! If I staple it in, I can staple it in over here. 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 And here. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So let's try it. Get it in there. Staple. Oh, it went over the cliff. Can I reach it with my toes? I can. Good thing I'm tall. It flew off over the cliff. There it is. I have fun in the morning. And we'll staple here. Here. So see, I can open it like this if I'm careful. And then this is the page that has the HJ SL. I can't read the last name. From D. Christmas of 1920. I'm going to put that right in here. And then we'll put the daughter of the land right here. That kind of just saves it for fun. There. All right. Let's wait. I got this tie, and where's the other? I had it out over here. What did I do with it? Well, I'll run across it when I'm not looking for it. I'm going to put this in that pocket page. Where is it? Here. Let's put this in here. So I want to put my label with it. What else do I have here? This I just want to put, I think I'll put it in the back. This is a floater page probably because I don't want to attach it down. This is the spinning instructions from Lisa. And here's that inky page. Here's the inky page, and it's still got some air bubbles in it. But I think the ink is drying on the transparent page that we put ink in. Needs a white page here. There, you can kind of see it. And then this is the one we did yesterday. I got another idea that I want to use, but I don't have everything out for it. So those are my transparent pages. That'll go into another journal. I might work on this morning. I'm just about done. I got a couple more sheets. Oh, I have to collage that. This is going to go, I think this is going to go in the center. Here's the Father's Day tie card that I made. But right here in the center, here's part of the doodle. I got another part of the doodle in here someplace. I lost my doodle, my other doodle, part of the doodle game. Let's put this at the back for now. I want this to go right in here, right in the center, so I can open it up. And let's use this to do it. I've got another one on there, but in there. I like these hair bands that aren't too tight. I don't know, this might be too tight. Let's see. No, I think it's going to work. I've got another one on there too, but I like to put things in there like that. That works. All right, so what all I have left now is this. I'm going to paint on this, and I think I'll collage these down on the front and then paint on the inside and paint on it. So let's move this aside. We'll collage on that. And then we'll be done. I'm going to paint on this side. I want to paint out. See, my 5-minute new idea thing prompt from Dee Dee was take 5 minutes and think of as many new ideas as you can. And one of mine was ways to use a big sheet of paper. Well, actually, I'm using a big sheet of paper to draw out my Hibbsville. But I want to paint. I collage stuff down here, and I want to paint. I want to pick out shapes here, not looking at the objects. But before I do that, I'm going to collage all this junky stuff down on it. Not junky stuff, I should say punch out. This would make a nice mask. I think I'm just going to collage it down, though. I got some matte paper. When I call it junky stuff, I mean it's little picky punch outs. Punch out stuff. So let's just go ahead and collage it down. I got this one too. Oh, I like her. She's having fun. She's enjoying her summer. Yeah. Let's wash my brush off here. I don't like a wet brush in my glue. I'm just going to start collaging these things down. Is that a hair? I think that's off the bottom of my glue bottle. I don't want a hair on it. I still got gold paint on this brush. What's that? That's scrap. Ah! I got a little piece of netting. Let's put that right there. Why do you save all this stuff, Mary? Because I can't throw it away. That's why. I save it because I can't throw it away. You're a hoarder. But I'm an appreciative hoarder. I'm getting an organized hoarder. I'm putting it in my art journal. I'm getting it off of the floor. Well, what are you going to do with it after you get it in there? I'm going to look at it. Oh, don't you appreciate art? I'm having this conversation with my inner critic. My inner critic, oh, there's that other little piece that goes with the tie pad. My inner critic is attacking me this morning. You should throw this stuff away. What makes you think this is art? Shut up, inner critic. I'm having fun. That's all that counts. I've lived long enough to have fun. This looks like a paddle or some sort of an oar. I'll put it here. I don't know if that lace is going to collage down or not. It says Omaha. I'll put it up here. I was part of that map that I tore off. It was a Nebraska map, I guess. It says Omaha. I probably had it out in my car and brought it in. Here, we'll put the other part over here. This says Douglas County, Sarpy County. Packer Dye would identify with this map. She lives up that way. I don't know if she lives in Sarpy County. She might live in Douglas. I don't know exactly what county she lives in up there. She lives up that way. Doing a spotty job, Mary. Shh. Inner critic, leave me alone. Just wait till I'm done before you start picking on me. Do you ever have an inner critic that you have to silence? Like, you should have thrown those in the wastebasket. Or made a flower out of them. You're just throwing them on the paper. They make no rhyme or reason. But I'm not done. Let's see. I need some stuff down in here. Yeah, you do. You guys signed in this morning just to hear Mary argue with her inner critic? Mary, spray your collage would look good. It would, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll do that. That's a good idea. Maybe some of that spray I got from Mitzi will silence the critic. But Mitzi gave it to me in Happy Mail, and it's pretty. So, let's see, what else are you guys saying? Is Lynn in the house? Which Lynn came in? Hi, Galena. Good morning, Galena. Hi, Lori Loves Montana. Merelia. Petals and Dreams. First name is Merelia. Merelia. It's such a pretty name. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct now. I practiced it. Merelia. Or you can call her Cindy. She said, you can call me Cindy. I love that sense of humor. If you can't pronounce Merelia, you can call me Cindy. Nobody pronounces my name right. I understand that. Got any more? One more. We'll put it down in here. All right. Let's get some of that spray out. Is there anything else I want to put on there? I don't think so. Let's get some of that spray out. We'll collage this just a little bit more down in here. It's not quite done yet. They went down pretty good. These are just little punch outs from those stencils. Maybe I should stencil on this. Oh, I'll spray through my stencils. That's what I'll do. All right, let's put this down. I am getting thirsty for a drink of water. Coffee is making me more thirsty. I put the half and half in there. Or I could spray through this stencil. That might be fun. My sprays are right here. Let me reach for them. Reach. Oh, let's choose, what was that, purple or blue? I think this is blue. Let's try this one. Let's set it off. Let's see how this looks. I might spray on the other side too. Let's spray from the top. Lift it up. Ooh! Come down a little closer on that one. Yeah, second one was kind of a fail. Here, let's put this here. And surely I have scrap paper I can use. Of course I do. I have the scribble paper that I was scribbling on when I was practicing my letters. Oh, I'm spraying my Fibsville. Let me fix that too. There. Yeah, I'll leave that. Little wet. It's a little wet. That's okay. Let's see what I can do here. Ooh. Oh, I kind of like it. But we're not done with it yet. Let's dry that. I could kind of put her in here and go splashing. Let's spray the edge here. I need another piece of scratch paper. I was practicing my swishy R's there. There. She's going to go swimming. Pull my stencil away. Ooh, I kind of like that. It's awfully wet, though. Now, let's do this. All righty. Yeah. Get the gunk off of this, the top gunk, or just kind of dab it. It's wet. I'll set it aside, let it dry. All right. So let's do some drying here. Alcohol ink shouldn't take too long to dry. It dries lighter. It needs some blue. It needs some blue if I'm going to put this on it. Feels a little. Oh, the glue. I have glue on there. I have Elmer's glue where I was collaging. That's why it's kind of sticky in places. Kind of sticky up in there. I have to have some blue, light blue. And I have just the thing. Pearlescent blue. Hopefully this will work. And let's. I'm not much one for drips, but I want kind of pretty drippy blue in here for the water. She's going to be jumping in this puddle of collage. Well, she's actually in the good end. That's good enough. I'm going to put her down here. All right, let's dry this. What are you guys saying to me? Ooh. Mary, you don't have gold to drip? Of course I have gold. Right here. You want gold on there too? Why didn't I think of that? Do you think that I would have a... You think I would sit here with no gold? Ooh, splatter. One more and then I'll be done. Let's splash it. Can't splash this too much or it'll soak into the other color. Little sunshine. Little sunshine. Let's drip it. Kind of, what does it look like to you? Oh, that's okay. This will be covered up. Let's dry this. I hate to cover that up. I'm not going to. I'm going to put it here. Let's put some gold in here. There's my water sprayer. I have to with that. Let's do it this way. I don't want to cover this up. I like that area. Let's bring that down in there. Kind of gets muddy if you mix it too much because I got that wet purple on there. Where's my heat gun? Let's get the heat gun. Yeah, my hands are yucky now. You love the shirt? You got a bunch of stained shirts? Get out your permanent markers, Melissa. I've got a bunch of shirts too that I wear in here, and I just mess them up. Well, I don't have a bunch of them. I got a few of them, but that one I go, oh no! So I drew flowers on it. Thank you, Nina. It's better now, Meridel. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correct, but you're Meridel to me now. That's Petals and Dreams. The worst that can happen is you fall out of bed, so he won't go far. Here, Maria. Good morning, Maria's Miss Laney. Good morning. Beth said she's still in bed. She's watching in bed. Which blue? I don't know which blue you mean. This blue is this blue. This is the blue on here is from my pearlescent ink. This is some I got at Hobby Lobby when they had that big sale. It's a pearlescent blue. And so is the gold. I got this stuff at I think I used the gold I got at Hobby Lobby, and Jen Yates sent me some. Thank you, Jen. Jen sent me 2 sets of FW inks. Bless her heart. And Lynn J sent me a gift certificate to Walmart. And I'm having such trouble spending it. I'm going all through the art supplies. So far, I've saved off a Winsor Newton watercolor set, and I saved off a Koi watercolor set. I didn't even know you could get those online at Walmart. I'm so tempted. I don't know what I want. I want everything. Some of this stuff is way out of my price range, but I could afford those 2 with that gift certificate, or one of the 2. I'm leaning toward because I've got Winsor Newton watercolors that I use when I go urban sketching. This is just sitting there. So I'm leaning toward getting the set of Koi watercolors. They're on sale, 24 of them. The 36 packs cost a little bit more. I could get the 36 set. They're just half pans. But they'd be fun for watercoloring, for urban sketching. So that might be where I go with that. Lynn, if you're listening. I've spent that gift certificate 20 times. I can't decide what I want. I'd like something. I was thinking about getting a laminator. You know, adding some money to it and getting a laminator. This isn't going to stick. I'll take it off. I'd like to get something that's durable. But I guess if I actually use the Koi watercolor, that would last. I want something that when I look at it, I can say, oh, those came from Lynn. And I don't want to get anything I'll use up, like I need some titanium blades. Well, I'll use those up and throw them away. So this is going to come off too. I'll take the little drops off for now. Kind of left marks. That's okay. Is this one going to come up? No. Well, I want to get it dry enough that I can turn it over. I kind of like this. I kind of like it now. That gold really made it pop. Gold fixes everything. Gold fixes everything, I tell you. It fixes everything. I think it was Shannon who said that yellow ochre fixes everything. Well, she needed to move down the line and use gold instead of yellow ochre. I would agree with her if she would have said gold. Although I do like yellow ochre too, but they're in the same color family. The gold, this gold is pretty. Come on. Just got a few little spots to dry here yet. Maybe I'll blot them. Maybe I'll blot these and flip it over. Where's my towel? Well, I think I threw it in the wastebasket. Let's get another one. Let's just blot. See a couple little spots here that are still wet. There's a lot over here. I'm just going to turn it upside down. It's still wet, but I'm going to work on the other side, and it'll be facing my wax paper. Ooh, I like it. Now, what am I going to do here? I'm going to paint here. That was my original thought. This lady, let's turn this back over again. This lady is going to go, this lady's going to go over here. She's going to be having a vacay. She's relaxing. I'm tempted to make this watery with all these, looks like waves. Let's get out the blue. Blue metallic. Got a lot of it. Let's paint blue metallic on this. Oh, Mary's making a mess this morning. I'm watching Mary make her Wednesday morning mess. Ooh. Oh, this is the towel on the ice cream. Well, too bad. Let's see. Let's leave that. Let's paint this out. Let's paint this out. I'm just going to paint it out. Even with the wrinkles, it looks like water with all the wrinkles. And we don't want a whole lot of blue. We want to leave some stuff. Let's do a little blue in there. A little blue here. A little blue up in there. Now, I don't have any metallic. What did I do? Let me get it out here. It's over here. Way at the back, I have some pearl. Well, that's silver, but I thought I had some pearl white. Where did I do with it? Maybe I put it away. I thought I had some pearl white. Now, it's not here. I'll use the silver. You've seen silver in water, haven't you? If I remember right, the silver looks a little grayish. Yeah, it's probably gunky too, because I don't use it that much. Come on. Yeah. Oh, it's got the lid on the top of it there. It's got a scum. I think that's the lid that, wow. Was that, I think that was the lid and it got scum around it. Let me throw this away. Ew. All right, that should come out now. Of course, I put my towel in the, let's shake it up. Let's just have some fun with this. I'll put some up here. I'm not paying any attention to what's on there like I was going to. I'm into painting stripedy water here. That lady in our swimming pool got me started off on this. So, oh well. So much for that prompt. On this page anyway. Ooh. I kind of need some more metallic, but I got so much paint on here, it'll take forever to dry. And you know what I'm tempted to do is put some saran wrap on this. Ew. Look at all this I got on my brush. Let's get my dictionary out. Where's my dictionary? Help, help. It's buried. It's buried. It's under the stack. Let's unbury it. I want it. I want it. I'll put the stack on another stack. You might hear a crack-a-lunch here. Here it is. There's so much paint on my brush, I can't stand to waste it. Oh, that's kind of pretty. That is kind of pretty. A metallic silver over that. Let's get some of this off of here. And onto here. That good? I'm liking that a lot better now. Long strokes. All right, we're done with that. All righty, let's put that in the... Now I have to put my dictionary over to dry, and my inks are going to fall in a minute. Let's put this aside to dry. Let me move these inks before they fall. Yeah. There we go. Problem is, I don't have enough room. That's why I have so much crap stacked up around. I don't have enough room. All right. You know what I feel like doing? I feel like doing some... I wonder if my black works. I don't think my black works. I think I have to wash it out. Fine line paint applicator. Let's fill one of these little ones with black. Or even I don't have a dark blue to put in here. I put all my paints that I was using Monday night away. I want to fill. The only thing I don't like about these little things is this little rubbery thing. I guess I need to take it off of and then unscrew it. And it's kind of hard to fill the nozzle. It's kind of hard to fill it. I guess you could fill it with a pipette, but let me reach for black here. And my blacks are gunky. Let's see what I have. I hate to put gunky paint in, but we're going to use this one. I'm going to do some fine line paint applicator work on here, but without my fine liner. It's the same thing. Same principle if I can get this filled. Oh, dearie me. I don't want to fill it over this, or I'll have black where I don't want it. Let me move this for a second and hope it doesn't fall off on the floor. I'll be in big trouble. All right. See, it wants to, it's kind of hard to fill this. Let's put it this way. Put it on it. And whoops, I need to put you do it with the other hand here. And squeeze. No, it's, see, that's what I don't like about these little ones. They're hard to fill. They're hard to fill. Yeah. Can't see what I'm doing. Get in there. I think I'm going to have to use a pipette. I have some. I couldn't remember the other morning what they were called. And I put them in my hands and I said, they're pipettes, Mary, they're pipettes. Oh, here's Mitzi's other sprays. Here they are. No, that's not them. What did I do with them? Well, maybe not. I hate that. I'm going to get straightened up in here. I can't find the things I want. I'm going to fill one of these. I want to do fine line paint applicator on it. Let's clean this off a little. That's what I don't like about these small ones. They're hard to fill with paint. Now I got it gunky. I'll have to go clean this out afterwards. I'll just set it here. Let's fill one of these. I buy one of these every time I go to Hobby Lobby. Sometimes I buy two. This is the same thing that Beth had. It's an 18 gauge fine line paint applicator. And Beth, you got them cheaper. I think you paid a little over $7 for two of them. At Hobby Lobby, they're $4.99 a piece, so they're $10. But they'll last you. They're kind of expensive, but they'll last you if you take care of them. And don't soak them in Murphy's oil soap. Wash out the nozzles. Don't put a lot of gunky paint in them. So far, I don't see too many gunks coming through. Globs. That might have been a glob. It's hard to tell sometimes. Now, I was looking at the airbrush stuff because Azure got me interested in it. And I saw where they have a paint strainer. And I thought I might try that. But I've tried straining this paint before and it just sits on top. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't strain. It just like it did in that little hole there. It just sits there. And I suppose if you add it with airbrush, they add their airbrush medium, which kind of thins it down a little. Let's get my piece back here. I am bound and determined. Let me throw this gunky towel away. What time is it? It's 6:48. Susan. Good morning, Susan. The ones from the vape store are way smaller, but are $1 each. Huh. I have to look up what the gauge is on them. Them pokey tools. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about there. The pokey tools. Good morning, Nina. Good morning, Susan. Maria's in the house. Susan is here. She said good morning. Maria's here. Oh, she went off to work. Bye, Maria. If you're still here, bye. Have a great day at work. Some gulls and a boat in the mist. No, I'm not going to make a picture. I'm going to do some tatting for it. Is Beth still here? Beth, are you still here? Did Beth leave? Do you know? I haven't seen. Oh, there she is. She's still in bed. Maybe she got out of bed. She was in bed at 6:25. It's about a half an hour later. Hi, Cheshire. The pokey tool is kind of a long cone shaped with a point. Yeah, I know what a pokey tool is. I just wasn't following your conversation. Pipette. Pipettes are little tools little squeegee tools. They've got a long stem to them, and they're plastic, and they're kind of like a long dropper, and you can put it down into your liquid and squeeze on it and draw the liquid up into the little pipette and then transfer things that way. It's probably about 3 inches long and plastic. I can't find mine. They're over there someplace. Oh, wait, is this them? No, those are hot glue sticks. All right, I don't think Beth is still here, but I'm going to go ahead and do some tatting on here because that's what I have in my mind. I was going to show Beth how to do the tatting. Let's pull my sleeve up before I get it in the wet paint. And this won't take too long. Basically, all it is drawing a line. Let's get my paint going. I start at one end here, and I come down, and I do a figure 8, and a figure 8, and like a figure 8 there. Come down, around, do another figure 8, a figure 8, a figure 8. Oops, that's kind of a weird one. My black is flowing pretty good through here. Now this will take a little bit of time to dry because the paint is thick because I did not dilute it. I have smashed it before just for the fun of it. When you smash it, just take and blot it down. It dries faster. I get impatient sometimes. But sometimes you can just get free with it and just have fun. Oops. But don't drag your nozzle. You can't tell, but I'm about a ½ inch above my page. Don't drag your nozzle through wet paint. That'll clog it up too. I'm not doing so great on these. Oops. And you can do different things. Like, well, let me finish this and I'll show you something that I like to do that the gals seem to like. Right now, I'm just putting a trim on there. But that's really all tatting is a bunch of loops, stitch loops connected up. And you can, tatting is really a pretty lace. And if you filled this whole thing with lace, I'm just doing the edges here. Let's do a little flower in here. There. Now, one thing that's fun to do is to bring out a stem. Like we'll pull a stem out of here and just bring it out that way and maybe put a flower on the end of it. And maybe bring one out this way. And it's really fun to do these type of things in the corner of your page. And maybe I'll put one down in here, a small one. Oops, now I got some gunk on there. See, look. Yeah, where's my towel? Let me set this down. I threw my towel away. I knew I had some gunk in there, and I went ahead but see, gunky, I could probably get a hold of this and pull. It was just a little gunk. I think I'm okay. Well, there, it squeezed out. Clogged paint. That acrylic paint gets gunky. See what it did there? It closed up my flower. See if I can open it up a little there. There. And then what I like to do for the tatting, because tatting is just a series of loops. And I like to do, let's start in here. I like to make little loops. And on these, I'm only going to do 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And this paint is kind of running in. See how it closed up there? Kind of like to keep my... You can do this same type of thing with a marker. You don't have to use paint. You don't have to use a fine liner. You could draw this just as easy as you could use a... Sometimes when these loops close up on me like this, I'll quit painting them and I will just put dots. I will just put dots like this. And I'll put dots on the outside, but I'm going to continue making some loops here. See if I can make them a little bigger. Make some loops in here. And by the time you just keep doing this, it gets really fancy. Let's do dots. Dots instead of loops. It gets really fancy and it gets really pretty. And I got a flower book and I was going to get that out, and I think I might have taken it upstairs, where I was doing this around flowers and I was doing collars. Let's put dots on here. So Mitzi tats for real. I don't tat. I tried tatting once. I'd done some needle tatting. I did a couple loops with tatting, but kind of like with my knitting, I get distracted with a lot of other things I wanted to do. And so I didn't continue learning how to tat. And I kind of hate myself for not moving on with it but I like to draw it. I like to draw it. Let's put some loops on here and see if you make them big and open, they won't close up. Some of these are closing up on me. But really, the big open ones aren't that pretty. It's the little loops that are pretty, fancy. And then you can put dots on the inside if you want. You can do things with paint that you can't do with string. Like I'm mimicking a tatted line here. I'm mimicking it. I would not say this is how you tat. I'm simulating it. That's what I want to say. But by the time you get all your dots and loops on here, it really does get fancy. It is really pretty in the end. But it takes a little work like everything else. It doesn't just happen by itself. Let's put some loops here. Let's put some loops down in here. Oops, that one's going to float together. One thing about this paper too, this is not an even flat surface. This is a collaged piece. So this paint is going to flow where it wants to flow, where the paper is taking it. But I don't care. I'm having fun. That's all that counts. Let me put some dots on here. Put some dots down in here. By the time you get done with all of this, you have a piece that you can put in your art journal. Put some dots in here. And it's just like doodling. It's very meditative. Like I can sit here and do this and my mind just goes off into thinking about things. Sometimes it's inspirational things. Sometimes it's personal stuff. Stuff that you don't want to say on YouTube. Private stuff. What's going on in your life at the time. Maybe I'm thinking about a book I read. Thinking about Phibbsville. What's going to happen Friday night in Phibbsville? I don't even know yet. We are painting lead pencils. Trying to get the lead pencil criminal to... We're going to try to get him to show up. We figured out that he might be... Jen and Ben wandered into town, into Phibbsville for Memorial Day. And they were looking for... They were looking for a place to settle down after they graduate from school. But also they were kind of keeping an eye out for Jen's uncle, eccentric uncle who collects lead pencils. And of course, you know, we might know him. So we're trying to get him to come back on the 4th of July by offering a very limited selection of pencils that we're painting for the 4th of July. But I have to tell you, this guy, he used to be in the Army, and he's got PTSD. So that could have something to do with his erratic behavior with Janet. He gave her a black eye in my very first story. But that's to be determined yet. But he's guilty. I mean, he's got a guilty conscience. We're getting stuff from him. He delivered a pizza one night. He gave us a whole bunch of Michael's gift cards in our story. This is just fictitious story. But Little Bandit, he took right after Jen the other night. He just took to her like a, well, I don't know. Bandit has a way of knowing people. I'm kind of liking this now. See, the more you add to it, the fancier it gets. Let me zoom in just a little so you can see it just a little better. Mary's just talking away here. She's just jabbering. Am I going the wrong way? Oops. I should be able to go one more. One more. There. Oops, maybe that was too far. Come on. Let's go on that way. Let's go up one more. Now let's go one over. There. Now maybe down one. There. Oops. Well, I'm going to be working in here anyway. But this is where I've already worked. The light shines on it. But it's kind of fun to do. And this is just a magazine. This is just collage magazine pages, a collage magazine page painted with metallic paint. That's why it's shiny. And now you can do this, as I said, with a marker, just as easy as you can paint this with your paint applicators. In fact, I have before done it with and it's really fun. I did one, and I think I still have the video. I'm sure I do. I'll have to put the playlist on my community tab, where I did this around a peacock stamp. I linked. Now, how did I do that? I had 3 peacocks with the big feathers, and they were black. I stamped them on there, and then I did the tatting around them. That was fun to do. So you can mix the media here. You can mix the fine line paint applicator work with what you're doing with your stamping. And my idea was to tie motifs together. Like when you look at lace, you might see a flower here, a flower there, and a flower there, and a flower here, and it's all tied together with different strings of lace. And that's kind of where I was going with those peacocks. I was trying to loop the peacocks together. This only has 3 petals. I like to play with different. I haven't done this type of stuff for a long time. Fine line paint applicator. I got off into other things. I haven't been doing the tatting. I think the last big tatted piece I did was an envelope at Christmas, and I gave it to Dee Dee. I gave it to Dee Dee. As if she doesn't have enough. Do with this with what you want. Tear it up, throw it away, put it in an art journal. She probably has all sorts of stuff. She put my snow globe that I did for her on her. I did a light bulb in a snow globe for her, and she put it on the front of her syllables binder. Her Society of Idea Collectors. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee. She didn't have to do that. Yeah, I'm going to put a loop in there. Let's put a loop there. Let's put some loops on here. And I have drawn crochet work too. I've done that with both pen and let's do a doily. I have enough time. Let's do a doily right in here. Let's just do a doily here. Let's do a little doily. We start out with a round and we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just like you're crocheting, 1, 2, it looks like a flower, but it's really a doily. And you can continue that. You can put some picots on there, like put the dots in there. Those are your picots and crocheting, like this, like that. And then you could do something like do your triple stitches there, your triple crochets or your doubles, whatever, like that. I like to draw doilies too. That's kind of fun to do. And this is just freehand. This isn't following any pattern. And then you want to link those together, sort of. Looks more like a flower, but doilies kind of do. Let's see, this should actually go up to there. These should hook together here. And then maybe you want to do a row of single crochet around here. So just make some ways. You could make them wiggly. Well, of course, my doily's not going to, it's going to float into the top of my page here, but oh well. Like that. Then, of course, this has to be all, the crochet has an edge on it, like this. And then you can do loops again in here. Let's do some big loops. Like so. And you need to be careful because wet paint, long sleeve and wet paint, keep your hands out of the paint. Or I'll be painting flowers on my sleeves here. All right. So let's put some picots on here. I'll call this a doily. And then other thing I like to do is draw diagonals. And I just start drawing lines this way. I like to do this a lot. I like my diagonals. Just draw your diagonals. This is going to be really wet. And you can see my paint. My paint gets a little cloggy in there. I think I got a little bit of goopy stuff in there. Yeah, I want this to come down a little. Now I'll put another one in here. Bring it down in there. And then I draw a diagonal this way. Now, one thing with your diagonals, you do want to keep them far apart, because if you get them too close together, like with any other shading technique, it'll start to turn black on you just because the lines are close together. I've kind of learned that too. And your paint, like here, my paint's spreading out. You know, the page is not an even page. It's a collaged page. But with fabric, see, my lines aren't straight, but I don't care, because when you look at a piece of fabric, like a piece of lace, unless that lace is stretched really taut, your threads are not going to be straight, perfectly straight. They're going to be. And then what I like to do to top this all off, let me get my other sleeve up here, is I like to do my dots inside of these triangles. So I just start dotting them. Dot, 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 dot. And I just go down and I try to catch as many as I can. I miss a lot because there's a lot of dots here. And that adds to the darkness of the page too, because I'm filling this all in with black paint. So my silver open areas are becoming closed off with the dots. Which is kind of fun. But I get tired of doing these too, and I miss some, and I'm always going back, oh, I should have put a dot there. Dot, 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 dot. Now, while this black paint is wet, it looks a little puffy. But when it dries, it will dry a little bit flatter. And I don't find that the blacks and the colored paints have as much texture to them when they dry as the white paint does. I don't know why. The white paint just has something in it. I don't know if it's baby powder or what they put in it, but it's got more of a texture to it. So when I do that writing on my pages, I like to use the white paint because, you know, when I put a wash over it, that kind of colors it too. Put some dots in here. So I'm just about done with this little fun fine line paint applicator story. Let's put some dots in there. And let's edge it. And when I edge it, I just kind of use both hands. And I'm about a half of an inch above my paper. And I'm letting that stream out. I'm just letting it stream. And let's do it over here. I'm not dragging the tip of my nozzle on the paper. I'm about a half an inch, maybe a fourth inch to a half of an inch above my paper. And I'm just having fun. Now on the back is my lady who's going to go swimming. Let's move it this way a little. so you can see as much of the whole thing as possible. There you go. How fun was that? Some of these flowers, like here's a, see, this could use some loops in here maybe. You always see things that you want to add, and some of these flowers could use some dots. But the more black paint that you put on here, the darker the whole entire piece is going to look as a whole. Straighten it out a little. See, as I look at it right in here, I see a lot of dark areas, and that's because my paint ran together in these areas. I'm kind of happy with this right up in here. I'm happy with this area. When you go working on a flat piece of paper, it works a little better, but there you go. That was fun. Where's my nozzle? Where's my lid? Here it is. So what did I do this morning? I don't even remember. Oh, I tore apart that book. I glued in my glue book. I played with my spray paints. I don't remember what else I did. I have to turn around and see what's on the floor. I started sorting out stuff. I think that's about it. I was going to paint in my Facebook. I'm going to do some more face painting. Fun faces in there. So let me check chat. See what's going on in my chat. Oops. Let's get it straight again. Okay, we are an art channel here. I'm going to hide your link. We're an art channel. I would, if you have an art video you want to show, that would be okay. But we're an art channel in here. I don't see any arts on your channel. I see 10 facts about somebody and rappers that fell off, recording. You're more music. We're more visual art in this channel. So I'm going to block your message, hold it for review, hide it. I'm not going to block you, but I don't think you're a troll. I think you're just wanting to share your video, but we're more of a visual arts channel here. Wouldn't that look fun on a rock, Cat? Wouldn't that look fun on a rock? Yes, I might try that sometime. Hi, Nancy. Good morning. Missed the beginning. Is this part of the transparent? No, I did not do any transparent. This is just silver and blue paint on here. Silver and blue paint. On the back, I did something else. I collaged down things. I'm gonna put this gal on the back. I collaged down some scraps on here. I was sorting stuff pages that I want to put in my art journal. I was using the fine line paint applicator because Beth got a fine line paint applicator. I don't think she's in here anymore, but good morning, Faithful Mess. Hi, how are you this morning? Susan says, I was listening at first. I didn't know this was fictitious. Oh, it's all fictitious, Susan. Thinking, wow, Mary knows some interesting people. There's no way I can make up that long story with all those different people. I think a part of it is, Susan, I read a lot. I've always had an imagination, so that's where those all come. So, hi, Pet Roy. Bootsy, good morning. Good morning, Roy. So much nicer watching Meri than watching the news. All right. I'm going to tweet that to President Trump. He'd probably hide my tweet, though, or his staff would. Melissa, work keeps interfering with my live stream watching. My last comment was at least 20 minutes behind. I'm going to let that go. For some reason, anything that's talking about a live stream or your videos or something, that they hold them for my review. But Melissa, I see nothing wrong with your message because I know that you do art. Every other word is picot. Picot are those little knots at the top of your crochet loops or your tatting loops. It's kind of hard to, I kind of drew them on here with dots, but my paint, because my paint is so thick and runny, it kind of closes off, and that's what's happening here. My loops are closing up. But you could do this same technique with a marker, and you would have a much cleaner look, I think, than, what time is it?